Welcome to Born to License, the podcast that unlocks the secrets of the $350 billion licensing industry. Whether you're a business owner, a creative professional, or perhaps you're just curious about how characters, brands, and IP find their way into our daily lives, this podcast is for you. I'm David Bourne, CEO of Born Licensing and Born to License, and for nearly 20 years, I've helped companies all over the world navigate the exciting world of licensing. Together, we'll explore real-world insights, fascinating stories, and practical tips to help you unlock the potential of licensing for your business or career. So, let's dive in. Hi, I'm David Bourne. When I decided to launch a podcast about licensing, I knew I wanted it to be a little different from other podcasts on the topic. I wanted to offer those new to licensing an introduction to this incredible industry in a way that's both interesting and entertaining. So, I've decided that Season 1 is going to focus on unlocking the secrets of licensing by sharing some of my own experiences from almost 2 decades in the licensing world. We start in 2007, when I landed my first role in licensing, and one of the biggest challenges back then was trying to explain to friends and family what licensing actually was. For this first episode about the basics of licensing, I'm inviting you into the home of my parents in Beaconsfield Upper. Home to fewer than 3,000 people, the small town I grew up in is about 45 kilometres from Melbourne, Australia. It's a place where kangaroos are a regular sight, and it doesn't even have a McDonald's. "2007 is a big year. The first iPhone has just been released, and Spider-Man, Shrek, Transformers, and Harry Potter are all dominating the box office. And it's the year I've started my first role in licensing. I got the job, I say, my voice carrying a mix of excitement and disbelief. It's with a licensing agency and I'm working with characters like SpongeBob SquarePants, Snoopy, and Dora the Explorer. Mum looks up from her tea, tilting her head curiously. Licensing? I don't think I quite understand what that means. I pause, realizing I've just stepped into an industry that most people have never heard about, even though it surrounds them daily. I lean back, thinking of how to explain it. Mum, you know Bunny, the toy Care Bear I've had since I was a baby? Well, that character's name isn't actually Bunny. It's Swift-Heart Rabbit, a Care Bear cousin who first appeared in the 1985 Care Bears film. And Bunny was a licensed product. The company that made it paid the Care Bears owners for the right to use that character on the toy." Her face lights up with recognition. "You carried that everywhere. It was bright blue and fluffy when you got it, and now it's faded and bald." I laughed, nodding. Exactly. That's licensing in action. A company like the one that made Bunny gets permission to use a brand or character owned by someone else. They pay a fee, usually it's a mix of upfront money and a percentage of sales, and in return, they can make products featuring those characters. "But why would Care Bears want to do that?" she asks. Well, it's all about expanding their reach. Care Bears, or any brand for that matter, can't manufacture every product themselves. It's just not practical. Licensing allows them to focus on what they do best, like creating TV shows or movies, while companies specializing in products like toys, bedding, or even toothpaste handle the manufacturing and distribution. Mum's eyes widen. Wait, toothpaste? I grin. Yes, toothpaste. Believe it or not, Dora the Explorer toothpaste is one of the products I'm working on right now in this new role. It's a win-win situation. Colgate, the company making the toothpaste, gets to attract parents and kids with a beloved character, and the owners of Dora the Explorer get paid for allowing their character to be used. She nods slowly, processing this. "So, what do you actually do in this job?" "Well," I say, leaning forward, "I help connect the dots between the companies that own these brands. They're called licensors. And companies that want to use them. Now they're called licensees. Sometimes there's an agent in the middle, like the company I'm working for, who helps negotiate and manage the deal. So the licensors own the characters and the licensees make the products, she asks. Exactly, I reply, feeling a swell of pride as she starts to piece it all together. Take Disney, for example. They're a huge licensor and they own Mickey Mouse. Then you have the licensee, like a company that makes kids' pajamas. If they want to put Mickey Mouse on their pajamas, they need Disney's permission, and that's where licensing comes in. Mum pauses, her eyes narrowing thoughtfully. Pajamas, toothpaste, what else? Oh, Mum, licensing is everywhere, I say with a grin. You probably don't realize it, but our house is full of licensed products. I look around the room, pointing to Dad's AC/DC t-shirt drying in front of the fireplace. That t-shirt, that's licensed. And then I gesture to the Snoopy-themed dog bowl on the floor. That, too, is licensed. Well, what about this? Mum asks, holding up her Winnie the Pooh mug. Yes, exactly, licensed, I say, laughing. Her mouth drops open slightly. I had no idea. And it's not just here, I continue, warming to my topic. Licensing is global. Right now, it's a 12-figure industry. It's what makes it possible for your favorite characters, logos, and even celebrities to appear on everything from lunchboxes to luxury handbags. It's a thriving industry with passionate people working behind the scenes to bring this product to life. Luxury handbags? Mum raises an eyebrow. Oh, absolutely. Gucci has done collaborations with Disney featuring Mickey Mouse, and it's not just fashion, it's cookware, sports equipment, even cars. Mum sits back, her expression shifting to admiration. Wow, I never realized how big this world was, but why do licensees, the companies making the products, want to pay for the rights? Why not just create their own characters or designs? Well, that's the beauty of licensing, I say, leaning forward in excitement. When a company licenses a character or brand, they're not just paying for the design, they're paying for the connection it brings. Think about it. People already love Mickey Mouse, so they're more likely to trust and buy a product with his face on it. It's an instant emotional connection. And the licensor, like Disney, benefits too, I add. They earn money, but more importantly, they keep their brand top of mind. Every time someone buys a Mickey Mouse product, it reinforces their love for the character and the Disney brand. Mum smiles, clearly impressed. So it's like a partnership? Exactly, I say, nodding along. And what's amazing is that licensing can be applied to almost any product category, even food. If we went to the supermarket right now, we'd find dozens of licensed products on the shelf. She's already hooked, her tea forgotten. This really is fascinating. No wonder you're so passionate about it. I glance around the cozy kitchen, taking a moment to reflect. What I love most, Mum, about licensing is that it's not just about selling products. It's about bringing joy, nostalgia, and excitement to people. It's about reminding them of the stories and characters they've grown up with. Mum nods, her eyes softening. I can see why you love it. It's like you're creating magic for people. I smile, thinking of the journey I've just begun. Exactly, and there's so much more to learn. I'm still getting my head around it. So that was my very first conversation with my mum about licensing, trying to really explain the fascinating world back in 2007. And honestly, not much has changed when it comes to how little people know about the licensing industry. It's still one of the most pervasive yet misunderstood industries out there. And what I've learned over the years is that the best way to understand licensing is to break it down into its simplest form. Licensing is about connection. It connects beloved brands, characters, and stories with the products and experiences that people love. It creates trust, nostalgia, and excitement in ways that are deeply personal and universal all at once. Here are the key takeaways that I want you to remember from this episode. 1. Licensing is everywhere. Look around your home, look around your wardrobe, even your pantry. Odds are you have licensed product everywhere. From the Mickey Mouse t-shirt that you have to a movie-themed cereal box, licensing touches almost every part of our daily lives. Number 2, the players. Licensing involves three key roles: licensors, who own the intellectual property, the licensees, who create the products, and sometimes agents, who act as the go-between to make these deals happen. Understanding these roles is fundamental to grasping how licensing works. Number 3, the why. For licensors, licensing helps expand their brand's reach and relevance while earning revenue. For licensees, it's a shortcut to building trust and emotional connection with customers by using something they already know and love. And finally, number 4, it is a global, thriving industry. Licensing is a 12-figure industry, thriving across categories you might not have even considered, from fashion to food, sports equipment to luxury cars. It is everywhere, from small businesses to the biggest global brands. What makes licensing so powerful and why I've been so drawn to it is its ability to bring joy and connection into people's lives. It's not just about selling products, it's about telling stories, creating magic, and making people feel something special. As we wrap up this episode, I encourage you to look around and see what licensed products you can spot in your own life. Maybe you're wearing something right now. It might surprise you just how much of a role licensing plays in your everyday world. And if you're just as curious as my mum was back in 2007, stick with me. In the next episode, we're diving deeper into the world of licensing, tackling some key terminology that'll help you build your knowledge. So whether you're new to the industry or you're just here to learn something fun and different, I can't wait to guide you on this journey. Thanks for tuning in to Born to License. If today's episode got you thinking about how licensing could transform your business, I'd love to help. At Born to License, we specialize in guiding companies into the licensing space, helping you streamline the process, surprise and delight your customers, and attract new ones. Visit borntolicense.com to learn more, get in touch, and unlock new opportunities for your business. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with somebody who might find it useful. Until next time, I'm David Bourne, reminding you to look closer because licensing is all around us. I'll see you soon.